Hello everybody, this is Peter Beckner from Online Marketing Prosperity, and welcome to the Cool Free Tools webinar, and welcome to my very first webinar. Am I a bit nervous? Yes, I am, but I've got some really great free tools to share with you, and I'm sure you'll find them not just useful but also a lot of fun. Now, of course, in any online business you've got to spend some money, but tonight I just want to talk about how you can use some free tools to get you started as well. Now, these free tools are in all sorts of areas. I mean, for example, we'll start in the image area because the images are huge online. I mean, think about Pinterest and Facebook, etc. Right? So I've got some really cool tools for you to use with your images. Then there's videos. Video marketing, big thing, okay? And I've got some really cool tools there for you to use as well. Email marketing, even with autoresponders, the things that send out your emails automatically, I've got a free one there for you, and they're a lot of fun to deal with, okay? I mean, there's lots of things I want to share with you, and I won't have time during the webinar to take you through how to use each of them, okay? Even though I have used them all and used quite a few of them regularly, but I will at least show you what they are and give you some small snippets of how to use some of them, all right? So if I get my technology right, okay, then I'll slip over to my screen and start sharing that, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so thanks again for joining it. I hope you have some fun. I hope you enjoy it, okay? And please leave me your comments after the webinar. I mean, if there's other things you'd like me to look at in the future, delighted to do that. I'm happy to help wherever I can. Okay, so this is Peter Beckner. You joined me in the webinar, so let's get going, eh? Okay, well, here we are on my screen, and we'll look at some of what I regard as some really cool tools in terms of images. As I mentioned to you before, images are huge in this day and age of internet marketing. And the first one is Pixlr.com, okay? And it's an image editor, okay? And to be quite frank, it's as good as Photoshop, but it's free and it's online. Now, rather than spend the time going through it, how to use it, because you can see there, create a new image, open an image from your computer, etc., etc. I mean, I've got this for you here as well. And this is a YouTube video, and it's an 80-minute training video. Let's get rid of that bit there because you don't want to download it, okay? And it's an 80-minute training video of how to use Pixlr, and it's excellent. So when you combine that training video with this free site you've got here, okay, Pixlr, then I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun coming up with all sorts of ways to edit your images and use them in any way you like. The next one I want to show you is called Photobucket. Now, there are occasions when you require the web address, what they call the URL for images to be placed in certain places. For example, if you're using certain autoresponders, sort of email autoresponders, you need to have the URL for any images that you put in there. And in my case, whenever I send out an email that's talking about a blog post, and the blog post has a video I've made in it, for example, I will actually take an image of the video and use Photobucket, okay, and then put the image in the blog so it looks like it is the actual video in the blog post. And when you click on that image, it'll take them to that video anyway in the blog post. I mean, and the way I do it, by the way, is I combine this Jing. This is the download. You can see the free download here. Jing is a really clever little tool. It's a screen capture tool. It can take images and also can take up to 5 minutes of video if you want, and it's free. So what I do is I combine Jing and Photobucket. I'll give you a practical example. Here is a video that I mentioned to you before about how to use Pixlr. And up on the top of my thing, this is my Jing button, okay, that you'll get when you download it. And all I do is come over here to the video, okay, and I captured the image. Now let's call it sample for webinar. Where am I saving it so I can remember? New blog posts. Oops, a daisy. New blog post video. Okay, sample of it. Now make sure I remember that, sample for webinar. So then what I do is I then go to Photobucket and I upload that image. Slowly. Now, what was it? Sample for webinar. There it is. Sample for webinar. So it's now, you look in the bottom of the screen there. There it is. It's uploaded already to Photobucket. So I just go to my library, click View Library. And there it is. So, and there's the URL addresses, and all you do is click on it, if you want it for an email, if you want it, whatever it is, and you click copy, and you've got the information. Okay, so that's how I use Photobucket and Jing together to create images in emails, so the person can actually can see what you're talking about, any image you like, even as I mentioned before, even the screenshot of the video, because it brings the email to life, I think. So that's Jing, and of course Photobucket. And the next one is called PicMonkey.com. Great name, eh? PicMonkey. This is another photo editor, but I use this one in particular. We'll take this one, that'll do, because there are certain sites where they want you to have an absolute specific size. So this is how you can do it. You can do it in all sorts of photo editors, but it's easy in this one. Let's say they want a size of 851 by 450. Okay, there it is there, and then you just click the apply button, and that's what you've got. Now you can do all sorts of things. You've got sharpening tools. You can do the change the sharpness there. You can change the clarity. Okay, if you want it there like that. Great photo, isn't it, really? I'll do that and I'll apply that. And you can even add text to it. So we'll click the text there. Let's take, I don't know, Arial black. There's an option, okay? And we'll put in there beautiful scene. Yeah. Now you can even make it big if you want to. Etc, etc, etc. So when you finish playing with it and you can do all the texting, all you do is click the save button up there, and you've got the option over there, save this masterpiece to my computer. Okay, so that's PicMonkey, and I use it for that reason. Okay, and you can use it for lots of reasons. The next one is called The Button Factory, thebuttonfactory.com, and this, as a word implies, creates your own special buttons. A button you might want, for example, for your landing page. So you can put whatever you want on the text there. Whatever you put in here, okay? Whatever you put, well, text. Whatever you put in there is plonks over here in your text, and you can change the font, the colors, etc, etc. That's pretty simple, right? That's the Button Factory, and I thought you might find that helpful too. This one? Now, this one is a free graphics generator, and this is where you can create your own logo on the fly, right there. Really simple to do, okay? Just choose the image you want, fill out the form you want with the text you want on it, and boom, there you've got cooltext.com, instant logo creator. So you might find that useful. This next one is called quickbanner.com. Now this one, unlike the button factory, which just creates buttons, this one here creates the whole banner for you, including the image. And I won't go through how to do that, but there you've got it there, www.quickbanner.com. Have a look at it because it's really clever. Okay, and it's also free. Now, finally, in the images, I mean, I could have gone on for another hour, but in the interest of time for our webinar, this is called ImFave, and this is what I use as a source of images for all sorts of places, right? And there's some fantastic images in here. Anyway, check it out as a source of images, imfave.com. But be careful when you use the images. Make sure that the images, wherever you're getting them from, don't have a licensing problem, because that's an issue. You can end up in the law courts otherwise. That's my brief look at the cool tools for images. Okay, now we'll move on to the next part. But we could have spent a lot more time on images, I guess, but we haven't got all night to do it either. So let's move on. Okay. Oh, one more thing on images. If you look at this one here, this blog, it's got 53 plus free image sources for your blog and social media. I meant to give you that. There's the address up there. Okay, free image sources. Now, this gives you both free image sources and also license free for most of them. If you just go down through there, and you'll see all these things like Dreamtime. They're clickable links, so you can follow your nose and find out free digital photos, free images, free range stock, free photos bank, image free, IM free. I mean, it goes on and on. Okay, morgue file. So there is another source of images for you as well. I forgot about that because I haven't used it for so long, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, now let's move on. Let's look at content, okay, and free sorts of content. Now, the first one I want to give you and show you is a thing called Newspeg. So you can use Newspeg to create a collection of stories about yourself and your business. I mean, it's really quite a clever little site to do that. And once you look at it, and there's the address up there for you, www.newspeg.com. It's really easy to use, okay, and you'll find yourself having a lot of fun creating stories and information and content about you and your business, and doing it for free, which is really even better. I mean, each story you peg to Newspeg contains a headline and an image and a link, etc., etc. And so you can build up and then share these things with your friends and your colleagues and your prospects and your customers, etc. So it's a really clever way to position yourself in the eyes of others as someone who's really got their finger on the pulse of all the news around the place that's of interest to the particular niche that you're in. Now, another one, and we've had a lot of fun with this one as well, it's called Paper.li, paper.li, okay? And this is where you can create your own online newspaper in minutes. This is also really clever. It's free, okay? Obviously all these things are free, I'm sharing with you. And you can make up your own magazine. I won't go through setting up for you because it does take a bit of connecting with things like your Facebook account and Twitter if you've got it, etc. Because it all feeds it together, and all the information that you put onto your various social media comes into your newspaper, and you can design the newspaper any way you like. You can have your own logo on there and all sorts of things, and it's a lot of fun. So have a look at that. That's a really great way to create content on the go for the people who are following you. Paper.li. Another free tool I want to show you is called Chatwing. Chatwing.com. This is just an application, a chat application that enables your people, your friends and your visitors to chat with you, okay? It's quite a social media thing, there's no doubt about that. It delivers interactive experiences, as you can see on the screen there. It allows you to stay connected to communities, to groups and to friends. I mean, it sounds like a sales pitch, right? But I'm just sharing it with you. So you can stay 24/7 connected in real time, and it works on mobiles, on Windows, on Macs, whatever, okay? So check it out, chatwing.com. If you're a chat person, you'd like to have that aspect built into your business, there you go. And it's free. But you can actually have a paid version of this and does a whole lot more. Another source of content that you should never forget comes from Google. I mean, after all, they're the biggest search engine going, right? And if you look up there in the address line, there's Google Alerts, www.google.com/alerts. And you can set up your own alert system with whatever you're looking for. You're looking for certain types of dogs, you're looking for whatever it may be, you can set those up in there, and Google will then send you updates of the latest news, what's going on in that particular niche, according to whenever you set it up. You can have it every hour, every day, every week, whatever you want, okay? And you can also have it delivered to wherever you want to deliver it as well. So Google Alerts, we use that for all our key words, and you'll have keywords that you look at on your site, and we make sure that we are kept updated with all the latest developments within those keywords via Google Alerts. And I'll talk about keywords a little bit later because I've got a really good free software tool for you there. Now, with all that content and things, one thing you actually also need is traffic, okay? And here's a free traffic tool. I mean, I'm not sure how long this is going to be on the market, to be quite frank with you, but it's the world's first viral advertising software program, and it's 100% free. There's the address up there, startupinternetmarketing.com, okay? And it's got the downloads things in there. It's from a guy called Dan Porteous. It's worth checking out. As I said before, it's free, and it's got royalty-free rights with it as well. Now, have I used it? No. I've looked at it, but I haven't used it, so I can't give you an expert opinion. So I'm just drawing your attention to it, okay? So, Traffic Virus, version 2.0. I've heard some really good things about it, but as I said before, I'm not an expert, so I'm not sure. Okay, now let's look a little bit about video. We already talked about this one up here, okay? The Jing, I mentioned to you just a few minutes ago, the Jing software. But here's another one, and it's called Animoto. Now, there's free and paid versions for a lot of these things. You can take the free version. This makes really, really great videos, and it's really easy to do. And you can even have music in there. And all it does is take a whole lot of your clips, your photos, and even some video clips, and mixes them all together, and up comes a video that is really classy and very, very professionally done, and it's free. So I would strongly recommend you look at, there it is, Animoto.com. Fantastic little video creator. One of the best on the market and one of the best I've ever seen. Okay. Now here is a video editor. It's called Cam Studio, camstudio.org. This will enable you to edit your videos. It's the baby of Camtasia, which is the big video editing software. This is the free alternative to it here. Okay, and so what is it? Cam Studio is able to record all screen and audio activity on your computer, create industry standard video files for you. You can use it to create demonstration videos. You can set up all sorts of sales videos, whatever you want to use it for. The bottom line is it's easy to use, it's very, very clever, and it's quite classy for the fact you're not paying anything for it. I mean, really, you should be paying $200 or $300 for something like this, but it's free and it's open source. So camstudio.org. So if you're thinking of making videos and you haven't got anything to edit your videos with, I mean, because you can take the video with your phone, and then what do you do with it? And you can upload it straight away to YouTube if you wanted to. But just maybe you want to edit it, because maybe there's some things you need to take out, or you might want to put some little words in there, or call outs, or whatever it may be. And the way to do that is to use something like Cam Studio. That's what a video editor is for, to improve the original video that you took, okay, and make it as professional as possible, and also turn it into a format that is easy to use, and preferably something like MP4. So that's Cam Studio. Now here is another video editor, and it's free, and it's called VideoPad. Now this is also extremely clever. The comparison between Cam Studio and Video Editor, if I was pushed to say, I would probably take VideoPad Editor. They're both free anyway, and on there you can see there's a download, and that's the address for you, www.nchsoftware.com/VideoPad. I mean, they're both great video editing software packages, but to me VideoPad is just that much easier to use, and it's also a little bit more how do you say it? It's fun to use. So anyway, so that's another one of the video things. And with video, you also need audio. Now, usually you can record the audio, but sometimes you need a separate audio track for things. And this is the best, Audacity. Now, there's the address for you, audacity.sourceforge.net. Audacity.sourceforge.net. Now, what I've done many times is I've actually taken a video with my phone or with a small video camera and not said anything and not had any commentary whatsoever. Okay, so that enabled me to slip into things and people didn't know that I was actually filming, etc., etc. And then I would come back and I would edit the video, and then I would use Audacity and I would make a voiceover using the free audio Audacity software, okay, and put them both together in the video editor, and you end up with a really good video. So just an idea, and they're all free services. So Audacity, great for audio and something that you should not do without. Now that's on the videos. Websites. Should I have a web? Should I have a blog? I mean, you should have some sort of presence. I would preferably have a blog because it's much more interactive. Webs are normally static pages per se. But if you want a web page, here's a free one. Okay, this is a new way to create your own website, and it is totally free. Okay, simply drag and drop as it says there, and you get really good results. I mean, as it says on the screen, nearly 50 million people are using Wix, and they have a very, very good name. So look for www.wix.com. Great site if you're interested in building a website. But I would think you should go instead for a blog. Here's the free version of WordPress, www.wordpress.com. That's where you don't pay for the hosting and you don't pay for anything. It's controlled by WordPress. Now remember, that's the downside of it. You don't have the same level of control. You can't have your own domain name per se. You can have partial domain name, but it's going to be controlled by WordPress. But if you're just starting off, here's a way to go, wordpress.com. If you want the paid version of WordPress, which means you have to pay for your own hosting, but then it becomes your real estate and your property, it's wordpress.org. But in this case, we're talking about the free tool, so it's wordpress.com. Okay. Now, one last point. If you're like me, sometimes it's difficult to remember things, all right? And here is a really good site, and it's called Evernote.com. Now, Evernote.com remembers everything, absolutely everything, and I think you'll find it is really, really clever. It's free, okay? You just sign up and see. It's one of my favorite tools. I use it every day. I mean, it helps organize me and everything I do online. Absolutely everything. Really very special for that. I mean, it allows you to save URLs, save files, save videos, take notes. Everything you need to do if you've got a poor memory like me. Check it out, evernote.com. It's something that I think you might enjoy. And a little later in the webinar, I'll show you another free service where you can actually store things as well. So that's that. I think now we might move on to bits and pieces and ideas that we can use that are free for marketing. Here's another clever tool, Tweak Your Biz Title Generator. Now think of all those times when you were struggling maybe to come up with a really good title for maybe an article you're trying to write, or a blog post, or even an email, okay? Well, this one here will do it for you. It's really clever and it's free. Now just look, you enter your topic and you go, let's just say, let's say work from home, okay? Work from home, okay? Not very original, but we'll just make a start. And we just click the submit button. All right. Now, is it a noun or a verb? Doesn't really matter. But have a look down here. These are all things just from that one. On the right-hand side there, okay? Here's some ideas for titles for a blog post, for an article or something. Apply these 7 secret techniques to improve work from home. Don't waste time. 7 facts until you reach your work from home. Master the art of work from home with these 7 tips. All 7, sorry. Or on the left-hand side, I mean, it goes down. There's so many of them, right? But here on the right, on the left-hand side, work from home lists. These are the lists. Apply 7 techniques to improve work from home. Work from home on a budget. 7 tips for the Great Depression. Okay. The 7 most successful work from home companies in the region, etc. Or using the word best. Okay. Best 100 tips for work from home. Best ways, 100 best ways to sell work from home. 100 lessons about work from home you need to learn before you hit 40. Bit late for me. Or the how-tos. How to make work from home by doing less. Sounds good to me. How to make work from home. How to learn work from home. How to restore work from home, etc. I mean, there's questions. Are you embarrassed by your work from home skills? Here's what you do. Do you make simple mistakes in work from home? Do you need a work from home? Is work from home a scam? I mean, there's so many options. You've got love in here. Everyone loves work from home. 7 romantic work from home holidays. Interesting, the mind boggles, eh? Well, you even got that word in there, sex, right? Can sex sell work from home? Gay men know the secret of great sex with work from home. Sexy work from home, whatever, let that go, right? Celebrities. Albert Einstein on work from home. Charlie Sheen's guide to work from home. My God, that'll be interesting, right? Houdini's guide to work from home. Whatever. Or secrets, right? Cracking the work from home code. Cracking the work from home secret. The Mayans' lost guide to work from home. Or the mind boggles, okay? And there's all these things. Business, motivation, 14 days to a better work from home. Problem, get rid of work from home problems once and for all. I mean, it goes on. So that's what it is. And I just stuck that in there, right? How to get great titles and articles for your articles and blog posts. So Tweak Your Biz Title Generator. Magic little tool, right? And it's free. And there it is. There's the source right at the top there. tweakyourbiz.com/tools/title generator index. Okay. Thought you might like that. Now the next one is with your email marketing. Okay. You need a good subject line, because without a good subject line, then the people may not open your email. So you need a good subject line, but you have to be careful because you can easily get caught in a spam box. So let's look at this one, okay? Now, by the way, there's a location put up the top there in the address bar, www.localnews.biz/subject line/validate subject line.asp. Bit of a mouthful, right? Anyway, So now this is pretty simple. Email subject line tester, and it's a bit like traffic lights. Okay, red, amber, and green. And the more red ones you got, the more chance you've got of being caught in spam filters, and then your email will not get delivered. So the objective is to try and not have any red if you can. Now let's try, for example, let's put a proposed subject line in here, and bear with me because my typing skills aren't great. Okay, not a great thing. I'm just trying to give you an example. Get immediate cash. Oh, maybe make it get instant cash. Make it even more, right? Get instant cash. You are a winner here. Now, would that email interest you? Probably not. Okay, but I'm just trying to get through an example here, because that one should be caught by spam filters, and I'll show you why. Let's test it now. Just give it some time, it's a bit slow. Okay, get a look at that. We've got a few red ones everywhere, right? So get instant cash, you're on a winner here. It would definitely not get delivered. You've got on the left hand side, first word, it's been flagged, get, right? The percentage of capital letters, way too many capital letters in the whole sentence there. In fact, the best email marketers now only use one capital letter and the rest are all lowercase. Maybe a capital letter for the first word and then the rest all in lowercase. And of course it's saying repeating capital letters. The word winner and here and cash are all repeating capital letters. So let's do this. Get rid of those repeating capital letters. And reduce it down to there. And, oh, I've got a spelling mistake there, sorry. And get rid of the word instant. And see what happens now. Don't forget we've got quite a few red ones there. So we'll test again. Okay, we've got less red ones, but we've still got some, right? Cash, you, and here, they don't like those words. And it's also too long. So, see if we can do the word cash is a problem, the word you is a problem, and the word here is a problem. So let's see what we can do. Let's say we go, so let's say instant rewards, be a winner today. I mean, it's a bit meaningless, but I'm just going through the exercise. Let's see what happens now. Well, look at that. No red ones. It's warning us the word today is there, but that would be delivered. Instant rewards, be a winner today. So there's the example of the email subject line tester. Now, don't forget, there's the address up on the top of the screen. So make sure you get that, because the one thing you want to make sure is if you're doing a lot of effort to try and contact your list, you want to at least give yourself a chance of getting the email delivered and then opened, all right? So the email subject line tester is a great little free tool, and I thought you might find it helpful. Okay, now, sending emails. I mean, I use GetResponse, okay? And GetResponse for me is costing me around about $60 a month, all right? 50, $60 a month because of the size of my email list. But if you're just starting off, I would strongly, and we use this as ourselves when we start off, use Mailchimp. There it is up there on the address bar, mailchimp.com. Now, there's a free service and a paid service with Mailchimp. And you're allowed, I think, up to 2,000 subscribers on your list. And you still get that for free with Mailchimp. And they're really, really good to deal with. They're a fun organization. They've got fantastic newsletter formats for you to use, okay, as well as your email options. So I would strongly recommend that you look at Mailchimp for your very first autoresponder, your very first email management system. Okay, so there you go. Could not recommend them more highly, and they're fun, and they deliver. Now the next thing, there's another free tool. It's called SurveyMonkey. Okay, a lot of monkeys in the presentation we're doing today, right? Now SurveyMonkey, I actually sent out a survey to many of you on my list, okay, regarding what can I do to help you more and what circumstances are you in, etc. And I will actually make a video about the results of that in the very near future, because there's some really interesting information that you share with me, and it'll help me immensely to help you more in the future. But let's look at SurveyMonkey. Now, let's look at plans and pricing. Now, I'm sure there's a free option. And it's great to be able to send out a survey to your list and find out what's important to them. There's a basic one. So you get 10 questions per survey, and you're allowed to have 100 responses. Now, there's other options there. Oh, sorry, it's in Thai baht, okay? But basically, the select 539 baht, that's about $20 a month, okay, which gives you unlimited questions and 1,000 responses per month. Or you can go to the gold level. Gold, I think I had something here that might help you. No, but anyway, at 6,700 baht a year is about $240 a year. Well, I mean, that's not that expensive per month, but because you've got unlimited questions and unlimited responses. And then you've got the platinum level. Now I'm suggesting leave all that. Just look at the basic free option, okay? Because you're allowed 10 questions to ask people. And I think to get you started, that's really all you need. So I'll just go back, hopefully. Yep, so there it is, up in the search bar, SurveyMonkey.com. Very good. And they've got templates you can use, and it's really easy. And they've even got really good videos to show you how to make it work anyway, if you need that. Now, keyword research. I mentioned earlier to you that you need to have some idea of keywords. There's lots of keyword tools out there, and Market Samurai, the paid version of this, is what I use, and it's absolutely superb. But as a free tool, the free Market Samurai is excellent. Now there's the address for it, freemarketsamurai.org at the top there, and it's very important that you get some idea of what the keywords are in the particular niche that you are in, and then you should be making sure that you are writing articles, doing blog posts, making videos, whatever it may be, using those particular keywords, but at the same time trying to identify what the major problems are that are facing people in your niche, and using those keywords to position the solutions to those problems. Now, I don't know whether that made a lot of sense to you. Bottom line is, try and answer the questions that are facing most of the people in your niche, the problems that people have in your niche. When you're answering the questions, make sure you use keywords that are relating to that niche. In other words, words that people would normally search in Google for when they're trying to find out the answers. Free Market Samurai is an excellent option for you. Now, another bit of software, again free, Dropbox. There's the address up there, www.dropbox.com. Your stuff anywhere. This is free, and there's actually paid versions of this too, but there's plenty of storage. And the whole idea of this is that you can store, you can sync, and you can share files online. And it's great for sharing, for example, with people in your team. And the files, they can be audio files, video files, Word documents, Excel documents, PDF documents, whatever, okay? Dropbox is a way for you to take all the pressure off your computer and all the storage and things that you're using, especially for video files, okay, and put them up there in the air, okay, in the cloud, and let Dropbox manage them for you. and at the same time people can access them too. By you giving permission to them, they can access certain parts of your Dropbox, so you and your team can work together and not have the problem of having to store all these heavy files on your hard disk with the chance of it being broken, lost, destroyed or whatever. So, Dropbox. Free tool, great to have. Definitely make sure you get it. Here's another one for small businesses. www.waveapps.com. Now, this is another tool I've never used, but it is free, and the basic idea is it will look after all your invoicing if you've got invoices in your business. It provides a lot of accountancy functions. It runs a payroll for you. It'll even accept credit cards and things on your behalf, and it does your personal finances. So, I mean, that's maybe a little later down the track if you're just getting started online, but I'm just drawing your attention to it. So, waveapps.com. All right, so that's basically the end of the free tools that I had got time for today. Just to finish with this, we run 3 online businesses. The first one, and I'm not promoting, I'm just making you aware of this. And bear in mind, I'm nearly 70 years of age, okay? I'm not at all technical. And I created these from a small village way up near the Cambodian border, where power and internet connections are an absolute lottery. So if we can make a successful business arrangements and business online, then surely you can. First one's called Thai Silk Magic. And in this particular one, I'll just go to the About Us there. And my wife, Amniwai, is the founder of this. Okay, and there she is. Okay, Amniwai Beckenham. The idea of this is that you can see there, we create the highest quality eco-friendly handmade silk that will last you forever. And then in successfully doing, we can share all the profits with our village. That's our whole mission, is to improve the village. And you can see in that picture there, ladies dancing in the street on a particular occasion. Look at the houses in the background, they're very poor. It's a very poor part of Thailand. So our driving mission is to get these ladies who can create fantastic silk, sell it on their behalf and make profits for them, then share it back with them and the village, and make sure the children, especially in our village, get a really good chance at life and get out of the poverty gap that they're in. But that's an example of one of the businesses we have. Here's another one. This is my blog, onlinemarketingprosperity.com. Quite a few of you probably visited already, hopefully. I send out emails on my list, and every time there's a new post, I link it to the blog there as such. Now, the blog is brand new. It's only been going maybe 3 or 4 weeks now, so I need to get it looking a bit more fancy. Doesn't have time to do that so much. But that's the blog itself. And the other site we run is called ThaiVillageMarketing.com. Okay, this is a network marketing site. Okay, and there's my wife and myself photo there, and this is a very busy blog, and we've done very well with this particular business. So there's the 3 businesses we run online from an isolated situation. We started using free things just like I've tried to share with you in this webinar, and I'm hoping that some of the ideas I've shared with you are helpful to you, and I'm certainly hoping that you get back in contact with me in any way you want to, as soon as you can, and if there's anything I can help you with, I'll give it my very best shot to do that. All right, so thank you very much for attending, okay, and we'll talk to you again soon. All the best. Okay, bye for now.